Hello and welcome to the Laughing Phoenix podcast. This is going to be the first podcast. We're going to talk about recovery, but make fun of it at the same time. I'm with Claire.
Hey.
What's up, Claire?
Hey.
Yo, we're doing this shit, right?
Right. I'm excited.
So check it. What I'm planning on doing with this whole thing is we're going to make fun of recovery. You think that's possible?
Right.
You think we can handle that?
Yeah.
All right, check it. Tell me about yourself.
Well,
where are you from? What do you do?
I'm 46
what makes you laugh?
years old. I'm from Barton, Ohio.
Barton, is that like a big city?
No, not at all.
No? You got like 3 cows and a pickup truck?
No, but we got a bunch of bars.
All right, so tell me about yourself. What kind of family you come from? What do you do?
I come from a good family. I'm a baby of 8 kids. I'm of course, the youngest. There's 10 years difference between me and the next one in line.
Oh, yeah? Hell yeah. So I was growing up. Was everything normal? I mean...
No.
No?
No, I'm the baby of 8 kids.
So you had it pretty fucking bad. So let's get right to it. Addiction.
Addiction. I started out probably like most everybody. I started out with not marijuana really, but I started out with acid.
You went straight to the trippy dippy.
Yeah.
Fuck the bullshit. Let's go ahead and get it rocking.
Acid, liquid acid, paper acid, and then it just went crazy from there. Got into cocaine. Methamphetamines was my drug of choice though.
And that was on down the line at the...
Yeah.
Okay, how long have you been in recovery?
Almost a year.
A year?
Yeah, but I've been clean like seven months.
Oh, wrong one. 7 months. That's really a long time.
Yeah, for me it is.
I mean, people don't realize how long an addict... 7 months is a long time for an addict.
Right, I've been doing dope since I was 19.
Wow.
19 years old.
And now 7 months seems like an eternity.
Yeah.
Like all those years combined do not reach that 7 months you've been clean.
Mm-mm.
Not even close.
No. Not at all.
So when you decided to get clean, and of course we met at the SUDS program.
Yeah. So, but I always said I never had a problem doing drugs. The judge had a problem with me doing drugs. Right.
I didn't have a drug problem. The drugs had a Duke problem. Mm-hmm. That's what I always say. So the judge had a problem with you doing the drugs.
Yeah, I got in trouble.
And so you ended up, he mandated you to go to a treatment facility, or
he
pretty much go to jail or get help?
He said I needed to follow any and all recommendations with him. And so...
So how'd that go? How did you decide that, hey, I got to do this and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to...
Well, I relapsed. I mean,
Tell me about your first day. When you walked through the doors at the SUDS program, the what the fuck moment, what was that?
Oh, yeah, that was crazy. First day walking in there, I was like...
You hated it?
I did. Well, because it was new. You know what I mean? Everything was new. I'd never been sober before. I never knew sober people.
And then now here's all these sober people and these doctors, and they're like, what are you doing? Where are you from?
Yeah, and everybody's like, their stories, you hear one person's story, and like their story's not worse than yours, but everybody's got it.
But then you hear that one story, it's like, what the fuck? I thought I was bad.
Yeah.
Right, and then that helped you continue on. Mm-hmm. And then you said you went through the program one time and then you relapsed.
Yeah.
And that's when we met.
Yeah. Well, because I got out and I thought that I could sell drugs and not do them.
Yeah. So. And how'd that work out?
No, it didn't. Not at all.
So tell me, what's the funniest advice anybody's ever given you about recovery?
That one day at a time shit. I'm so sick of hearing that.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah.
And
because that's all you can take it is one day at a time.
Right. And people put that out there like that's the main thing, one day at a time. Like, no shit, dude. I was doing drugs one day at a time.
Yeah.
That don't make shit.
I didn't become an addict in you know what I mean, in one day. It took me years to become an addict.
Right. So we need to do like months, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years at a time, and then we were doing something.
Right. Yeah, I can't wait for that. That'd be awesome. I don't know if I'm in a spot right now where I feel like I'm done doing drugs.
You know what I tell everybody? I tell everybody I'm not going to do drugs today.
Yeah.
I can do them tomorrow. I might do some drugs tomorrow.
Right.
But I know I'm going to go to bed sober today.
Yep.
And that helps me out.
It helps me. It helps me. And believing in something higher than myself helps me.
And that really works for you.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a real religious person, but
you know there's something out there that says, hey,
something.
Watch yourself.
Yeah. There's got to be something.
So tell me one of the funniest moments in your addiction. And then we're going to go one of your funniest moments in recovery.
One of my funniest moments in addiction. Oh my.
Something that sticks out like, what the fuck was I doing?
Oh. I used toilet water to shoot up. Actually, that's not even the funniest one. I used holy water to shoot up.
Holy water. So that's like holy dope.
One of my dudes that's in rehab now, he was like, we had no water. We couldn't get, we was fucking sick.
So you're riding around and you're like, hey, I got to get
riding around. We was walking around on the island.
And so you're like, hey, there's a church. They got to have water.
Yeah. And he went in and got water. It was Catholic church. He went in and got water from, I was like, just come on. I was like, never mind, just come on.
So you didn't even think about it?
No.
Like, I don't even give a fuck.
No, and then he's like, as we're doing a shot, he's like, is this supposed to sizzle when it goes? I was like, oh my God. No.
All right, so tell me about your funniest moment in recovery.
Funniest moment in recovery. One of my funniest moments in recovery. I don't know. I had so many of them on the unit. I mean, that's all you can do is laugh.
Right. I'll tell you mine. When we stole your milk.
Oh, yeah.
For people who don't know, we were in a unit and we were on the second floor and the females were on the fourth floor. So there's a whole floor in between us. And they would keep the milk for the next morning in refrigerators up on the women's unit, 2 floors up. Well, we were on a Zoom call in the middle of the night. We're not supposed to be doing this, but you know, we're in rehab. Who gives a fuck, right? So we're Zoom calling them, and I get on the Zoom call and I'm like, you know, at this moment,
you looked at your watch and everything, your fake watch.
Yeah, I had a fake watch and I timed it. And I said, my buddy is who he'll be on the podcast eventually. He's in the process of stealing your milk right now, and about that time, he comes running through the door with the gallons of milk. We were throwing snacks all over the place.
Yeah,
I think that was one of my funniest moments. I think we had a great time. Tell me about while you were there on the unit, a moment that stuck out to you that really was your epiphany, I got this moment.
Oh, my biggest wake up call was figuring out. I came to the realization that I'm my children's only living parent. Both my kids'
and that kind of got
dead.
you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that kind of made it real. It made it real. Like.
Now, was this the second time you went through?
Second time around, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, because my daughter's father passed away when I was 5.5 months pregnant, but my son's dad just had passed away in April from a motorcycle accident.
And this was right as you were going back in to the unit.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that kind of made me realize that made everything real.
Right.
I was like, damn.
I think we all have those moments to where we're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm getting out of hand.
Yeah. I didn't realize how out of hand it was. Because, you know, I've died so many times.
Right.
Doing heroin and fentanyl. I've died so many times. And
right. I should have Narcan with my name on it.
Right. You wake up from it and you're like, shut the fuck up. That didn't happen.
Right.
I wasn't dead. I was just nodded.
Yeah, I was just nodded. What'd you wake me up for? Yeah.
We know they're like, your lips were purple. I was like, oh, all right, yeah.
And it never really affected you until you realized, hey, I'm it.
Yeah. Until I came to the realization that was it. I'm the only thing they have left.
Yeah.
Outside of my family, you know, I mean, I come from a big
family. And people don't know this, but when you're in active addiction, you don't give a fuck.
No.
You have zero fucks to give about anything.
No, and that's always what's amazed me is like why you don't care so much. You know what I mean? Like
right. What makes that to where you don't give a fuck? Because if I had those give a fucks without being addicted, I could rule the world.
Right.
But you care more, you know, as when you come off shit, you're like, oh man, I give a fuck what people, you know, feel. I care about this, that, and that. But when you're in that active addiction, you don't give a
you don't
fuck.
Care. You don't care who you hurt. You don't even care who hurt you.
Right.
I mean, it just don't.
And you just take it with a grain of salt. You know, fuck you. You know, people do you
shit
dirty.
That you wouldn't put up with any other time. You're just like, oh, whatever. It comes with the territory.
Right. Yeah, I'll just deal with it. And then you're hanging out with them the next day.
Yeah.
You know, you sold me cat litter last night, you bitch.
Right.
True story.
Right. That's crazy.
So now that you've been through the program, you're doing all this shit. You're getting your apartment.
Yep, I'm in IOP now. I go 3 days a week instead of 5.
You're almost graduated from this program.
Almost graduated. I'm a little nervous.
Right. Well, what's your next move?
I don't know.
We're just gonna wing it.
I'm just winging it.
I'm gonna wing it with you.
Yeah, I don't know because I don't know what. I ain't never been sober before. I don't know what to do.
Right, but it's a good feeling.
Right. It is a good feeling. I feel a lot better. I mean, is there some days that I miss it? Yeah.
Yeah. Boredom.
But I don't miss. Yeah, out of boredom, but I don't miss it enough to look back and be like,
Well, you know, you got a lot of people supporting you.
Right.
A lot of people love
Right.
you. A lot of people care about you.
And I think that's what matters a lot too, when you form that bond with somebody, that closeness with
Right.
someone, because you don't want to let them down, and they're striving because they don't want to let
And-
you down.
And right, and a lot of people don't realize that the fact that people are dependent on you to stay sober
Mhm.
keeps you sober more than you wanting to be sober.
Yeah.
Like I know for me, something happened the other day at class. They were talking about leadership and shit, and they mentioned my name as a leader, and I'm like,
Yeah.
the fuck, like that kind of threw me off. But then I realized that, you know, these people are counting on me to stay sober,
Mhm.
and how can I expect them to stay sober if I'm not going to do it too? So I think that the play off each other means more than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's kind of scary because it's like maybe their sobriety relies on me being
Right.
sober.
Right. What happens if you fall?
Right.
You know, but then you think back and you just don't let yourself fall.
Right.
And I do think that helps keep a lot of people going. So I don't see why they're, you know, in there, they're like, we don't want you to live with these people. We don't want you to do this. We don't want you to do that. Well, I think that you become a family.
Right. And I think that's another thing they don't realize too, is that when we're on that unit, yeah, we have the counselors and we have these people we can talk to, but we get each other through that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They have like groups for us. If you've never been in a rehab before, it's usually structured. They have like NA meetings. They have these little groups where you fill out some paperwork or you do journals or you write this and write that. But the real rehabilitation happens when you're sitting in the TV room.
Yeah.
When you're on the card table.
Yeah.
When you're laying in your bunk at night talking to the other person,
You're
bouncing
outside
stories.
smoking.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Is there anything that you've heard from other people that's inspired you to decide to, any scary moments, anything funny, anything that stuck out? Do you talk to people that's really been like a...
Yeah, I hear people, like I'll hear people say about like, you know, the one at class, the, you know, wash there named Shannon. She, you know, she's clean and sober. She's been that way 13 years. That kind of gives you something to look forward to, because you're like, if she can do it, then there's no reason why.
Right, and she's so strong. She's so like headstrong, and she has no fucks.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
She's mastered the no fuck after addiction.
Right, and she's one for, she holds you accountable, and I think that's a really strong point to hold somebody accountable, because for so long we've never had to be held accountable.
Right.
For our shit.
And I think that's one thing that enables us as addicts too. Is there is nobody holding us accountable. Right. We have family that says, hey, I want you off the drugs. Mm-hmm. We have family that says, hey, I want you to get better. We have family that we know, they know we're fucked up. Right. But nobody says, hey, bro, wake the fuck up, or, you know, this you're fucking up. I don't know if it's because they're scared. They don't want to hurt our feelings, mm-hmm. or whatever. But I think when you have somebody like Shannon, like you're talking about, that is on your ass, like, bro, I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck how you act. I know you're fucking up. Right. And I'm going to tell you you're fucking up. And you're not fucking up on my watch. Right.
And I don't like to disappoint her neither. You know what I mean? Like, I hate to... That's another thing that keeps me going, is I don't want to disappoint her, because she's given so much and she's helped me through so much. And I think there is really something in addicts helping addicts. Right. You know, I think that's... Because if you're straight going into some place to work like that,
you don't know what we've been through.
Right, you've never done no type of drug. Then what the fuck are you telling me?
Right. Like, and I think addicts can pick up on that too. Mm-hmm. I think we can pick up on, like, you know, we have certain ones that were on the unit that were trying to come in and counsel us, and they're telling us this and that, and they're like, oh, I relate to you because my third-in-law cousin from way on my sister's side was an addict, and I'm like, bro, you still have no clue. Yep. You know what I mean? You've never shot it with holy water. Yeah. You know what I mean? You've never shot it with spit, melted snow. Right. River water.
Mud puddle water. Right. Fucking anything. Yeah.
You've never hidden a bando butt naked looking for the cops to come, bro. Right. You know what I mean? Right. So I think you're right about that. I think that it does mean a lot when you have somebody that's been there. Mm-hmm. And you know, I don't know how every other rehab is. I've only been to a 7-day detox before, and then I was at this program that we were in. You can tell the ones that give a fuck. Mm-hmm. You know, you can tell the ones that are there for the paycheck. They just show up and like, hey guys, you know, write this. But you can tell the ones that's been in the trenches that aren't afraid to relate to you and tell you, hey, I've been there. I've done that. This is my story. I always appreciated when we would have a group or an NA meeting, and you would have the counselors who would actually share their stories too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of it being about us, they'd actually be like, oh, well, you know, hi, my name is so and so, and I'm an addict as well.
Yeah.
And some of them shocked the shit out of me.
Right, because you look at them and you're like, damn.
Right, you're here fucking, you know, working here,
Right.
and you were where I was at.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we lose a lot of hope sometimes.
Yeah.
Because we don't see a life past that.
No, we don't. We don't. And like I said, some of us we've never been there before. I don't. Can you remember the last time you sober?
I don't.
Right.
I don't. I know. For me, I can remember the first time I smoked a joint. Actually, I was like 10.
Jesus.
Yeah, I was young, bro, and didn't, you know, from the weed it went to the cocaine.
Mm-hmm.
Cocaine, started smoking crack. You know, the acid, the mushrooms, whatever the fuck else you had. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until the pills came around. I don't know if you remember, like when the pills hit the Opanas, the Oxys, the
yeah, I never did pills. I went straight to shooting
Oh,
heroin.
you went. Oh, you went to for the gusto. Fuck it. We're not gonna even try to do nothing. But well, I started out with the pills. I started out with the Perk 30s. Well, actually, they were Loratabs in Tennessee. We call them Loratabs, the Vicodin. And I moved up from there. I got a back ache, you know what I mean? And we went to the doctor and we were getting these 30. I used to do like 6, 7 30s just to get out of bed, bro. It's terrible. Jeez. And I was pill sick one day and I was working at the casino. And I'll never forget it. The guy was like, here, man, I don't have no pills, but I got this little brown powder. Don't do it all. Halfway through the shift, I'm knotted out, face first in the onions, bro. He's like, get up, chefs. I'm working at the casino in the buffet. And I remember trying to close down that night, and my face just falling out in the onions because I was putting up all the food and everything. Oh man, it was terrible. But I was hooked. Mm-hmm. So then, you know, I went to the
and not sick.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Mm-hmm. And I was only paying a fraction of the price.
Yep.
And a lot of people don't realize that those 30s were expensive.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they were like 30, 40, whatever people wanted to charge.
Yeah. Because there was a need for them.
If you don't want it, fuck you. You're not getting it. I want $80. You can come up with that $80 real quick. Mm-hmm. And so I was spending a quarter of the price, and it became to where, why not? It makes sense. But I was always afraid because it was heroin. You know, it's one thing when it's, you're doing a Percocet. The doctor gives it to you. It's okay. But then I was kind of like, oh man, that's heroin. Yeah. I'm a junkie, you know, and I mean, ooh, guy, you know, because you see the bad shit on TV.
Yeah.
And you don't realize that these are just normal people who is just fucking
started out on pills.
Started out on pills, yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I ended up doing it, starting like that, and then I went to the needle. You know, it's funny. This is a funny thing about that too, is you always have people. Eventually, while you're in the heroin game or you're doing opiates, you come across people who shoot. Mm-hmm. Whether you start out smoking the foil or you're snorting this, snorting that, you come across people who are shooting. Mm-hmm. And they always give you the same thing. I never do that to my worst enemy.
It's always that one person. It's got their rigs all decorated up.
Yeah, and they have the whole kit.
2x4 trying to hit. Yeah.
They have the whole kit, and they're like, "Hey, look, it's got flowers on it and shit." And you're like, "Oh, that looks great." And you know, they hit their 7, they're like instantly, you know. And I've been snorting like 3 lines, and I'm trying to get to where this guy is. So I remember asking this guy. I said, "Man, you know, I want to try the needle." "Oh no, I can't do that to you. I'll never do that to my worst enemy. It's the worst thing ever." It took me 3 chances. I asked him 3 times. The next thing you know, he's hit me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thanks, guy. You know what I mean? If you really had morals and shit,
right,
and didn't want to do it to nobody, it didn't take you nothing but three times for me to ask.
Right.
And it was like, okay, no problem. Here you go.
Yeah, that's always blown my mind too.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. People are like, I want to do that to my worst enemy, but here you go.
I would never shoot nobody up for the first time, but if somebody was sick and they couldn't hit them, I would help.
Right,
I would help them because I can't stand to see somebody sick.
Right. I would never turn anybody onto the needle.
Right.
No, I would never do that. I think that became an addiction in itself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it becomes your best friend.
Yeah,
it's there when
just having it in my sock, I felt comfortable because you never knew. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yep.
Like somebody's gonna have something today. I know it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how I was, and that's how I evolved and got into that too. And I think for me, my turning point, you know, I asked you about your epiphany moment to where you realized something was going. You said that you realized that you were your kid's only living parent. Mm-hmm. Mine was when I realized I was a junkie. I know that sounds terrible. You know what I mean? And I know that might, you know, people might be like, "Oh my God, you call yourself a junkie?"
Right.
But why not? I was calling everybody else a junkie.
Right.
Oh, don't fuck with that dude. He's a junkie. Mm-hmm. But I was too afraid to call myself a junkie. But then when I realized, I looked at myself and I have blood on my pants. Every pair of pants I had blood stains on them, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? All the way from my shirts, every shirt I have had a cigarette hole in it.
Yep.
And blood
Yeah.
stains on my jeans. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so I was able to look at myself and say, "Hey, bro, you're them."
Yep.
And I think that kind of that helped me get off opiates, and I was able to actually just when I went to rehab this time I was off. I've been off the opiates for a while, but then I started methamphetamines, and people don't realize too that the methamphetamines help keep me off the opiates.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I looked at it like the methamphetamines was just a couple extra hours in the day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I had extra time to do shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize that, I weighed 112 pounds.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? And I looked like shit, and I didn't give a fuck. But I thought I looked good, though. You know what I mean? I was swagged out. I had new pairs of shoes.
Oh, yeah,
And I was, and I talked to everybody, and, you pull up. You got 2 washers and dryers in your backpack. You know what I mean? A bag full of copper. And you're like, hey, man, this, we're doing good.
Right.
And I think that when I went to the SUDS program, that's when I got off everything, and that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, you've never been sober before.
Yeah, you've never been sober before. I wasn't real sure how to act, like, because I found myself. I forgot what it was like to be me without drugs.
Right. I did that. I totally understand that.
I forgot
because you don't know who you are.
Right.
Because you're so used to being high.
That, or you're constantly the struggle. You're looking for the dope. You spend so much time.
You're always on the go.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it like when you found yourself?
I forgot how bubbly and like my personality was.
You're pretty bubbly.
Yeah, I forgot about all that.
You're a lot bubbly.
I forgot about how funny things. I try not to. I don't know. It's like sad shit, like depressing shit. I appreciate other people's stories and stuff, but that has a heaviness on me, like,
right.
And I don't like that. I don't like
and that's what this podcast is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about we're laughing at this shit.
Yeah.
Because we're not gonna make it out of life alive.
Right.
So might as well have fun and enjoy it while we're doing it.
Yep.
And now we can look back on some of the silly shit that we did, and that's what's going to come up in the next, episodes and things like that. Is I want to let everybody know that hey, we can laugh at this now.
Mm-hmm.
We can take what we did, the holy water,
yeah,
the things like that, and we can go back and we can laugh at it, and hopefully it lets other people know that hey, we don't have to take this so serious.
Right.
Because we are people.
Right, and you can have fun doing it. I mean.
I think I had so much fun in rehab.
Yeah, we have fun every
day. Like, I hated it at first. Like, there was days where I was like, fuck this. I don't give a fuck. I'm going home. You don't like it. I'm leaving. I'll go to jail.
I remember the phone calls.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a couple of them. But now I look back on it, and I'm grateful for that time.
Mm-hmm.
For the people I met. I met you. I mean, you're my best friend.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, the shit we did in the rehab, bro. Like, smuggling yo-yos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we did a lot of crazy shit, bro. And I'm grateful for that time I had there. I'm not saying I'd go back. I mean, if I had to, I would.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot worse places we could be.
And I think it really did help. I think that I met a lot of great people.
I think that program itself, though, could be so much better. It's a great program, but I think it could be better. I think that there's so many different things that could be better about it.
What do you think could help that program?
What do I think could help that program? More.
If you had your own program right now, we said Claire's fucking rehab facility of Martins Ferry, Ohio.
I think I would take my people after so many. If it was a 90-day program, then I'd make sure it was 90 days.
Right.
Don't let somebody out in 48 days.
Right.
52 days. 61 days,
Have it consistent.
Right.
See, I always said that too. I thought it should be like a level program.
Right. And then after so long, because how are we supposed to know how to act once we get out in the real world if we're not out in the real world? Right.
Like there should be home visits. And I think
I don't know about home visits, but take us bowling or something, or
right.
Interact with other sober people.
And I think you should have something you can work towards.
To look forward to, yeah.
Like a point system. Like you come in, you're level 1, you work to level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, or how many levels, and then you go home.
Yeah.
And I think that should be a transition period too.
Yeah.
I think there should be, maybe you stay at your house a couple nights a week. You get used to it. Like they do that kind of with us with IOP.
Mm-hmm.
Where we go home and we go to class, and then at a certain point we only go 3 days a week.
Yeah.
I think that's great. The problem is, being as they didn't do a lot for us in the program, we don't know what to do with ourselves when we have those days off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we some people can work. Some people can, do things. Unfortunately, I have a career where I have to work all the time.
Yeah, you can't just work every other day.
Right. And so there's days
or
where
from 2 to 6.
I find myself walking around the block. I probably walk around the block 1,000 times a day. People are looking at me like, what is this dude doing? He's got to be on drugs, and it's the exact opposite. You know what I mean? I'm not on drugs, bro. I'm just trying to find something to do with my time. So I think that there could be more real life planning, things to do with yourself to structure your day and get through. Because I mean, I'm sure there's shit we could figure out. You know what I mean? But
yeah, and like the meetings and stuff. I think meetings that'd be great.
And we had that going on for a minute. Like we were doing so good for 3 weeks in a row. You know what I mean? And then it was kind of like I'm pretty disappointed in that situation. As far as us not getting a place to have meetings. For those who are listening, we had our own NA meetings going on at the program that we're working or that we go to. They allowed us to do the meetings outside at their premises, but now that it's getting cold, they have a problem letting us indoors for an hour once a week, and it's kind of disappointing. It's kind of sad, really.
Yeah, because we were in that we were
tight,
right? We were in that zone where we were,
and we were feeling it. We were looking forward to that.
Yeah, we looked forward to something every week. Not just having that NA meeting, but for all of us to get together again on our terms.
That's the main thing, because we see each other every day.
Yeah.
But to be outside of the program doing our own thing was kind of refreshing, because we got to actually talk to people like, hey, I'm not just saying this because I'm in the
right,
you know what
right,
I mean? We
yeah.
got blood shoulders, and you could actually say, whatever you wanted to somebody. I think they kind of dropped the ball on that. Hopefully we can get that working back out though.
Yeah. Yeah, so, we're supposed to they said something about that church or whatever, and hopefully that does work.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be good.
Yeah, I think, and it's speaking on, things you could do while you're up there on that unit. I don't see why they never took us to NA meetings outside that place.
Right. I think hearing other people's stories, because at a certain point you heard everybody.
Yeah.
It was in that unit. I think hearing outsiders, and then that would also accustom us to going to other NA meetings and AA meetings outside of the place. Because I've never been to a different AA meeting besides the ones we've had.
Yeah, me neither.
So, and I don't want to.
Right.
Because I don't know what it's like. I know what ours is, and I think ours is great. And I don't want to be disappointed, I think.
Right.
So I think, that would have been a great thing, and I think it would be something we could look forward to. So, well, let me ask you this. How are you feeling about the podcast? You think
I'm excited about it. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
You think it's going to take off?
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to pay a couple people probably to promote it.
No, I think it will. Yeah, because I think this is great. I mean, it's not only does it get certain messages out there, but it lets people know that they ain't alone.
Right.
You know what I mean? There is other people out there like you.
Right.
Well, it sounds like the planet exploded and we're like the only survivors.
Right.
There's other life. People like you. Yeah, there's other life. There's other life out there.
But it is. I mean, it's kind of like that.
It is.
We're leaving that old planet.
It is a battleground.
The planet of addiction.
Yeah.
And we're being reborn.
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm going to say I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud of you.
And I love you. You're great.
And I love you.
And thanks for being part of this first episode.
Absolutely.
And I don't know what the next episode is going to be about.
I'm sure we can think of something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going to be so raw and uncut. I'm probably going to not even get any listeners. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm sure they will.
I hope so.
If they don't, we'll pay them.
We'll pay them. Money makes everything happen, right?
That's right. That's right.
That's why I worked when we were addicts too, right? All right. Well, listen, again, this is Duke with the Laughing Phoenix podcast, and
Claire.
Everybody knows Claire.
Right.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. For real. I love you, kid.
I love you too.
All right.